Happy Friday, Bears.
Coming up, we look at Cookies and Cram, UACA Christmas in the Park, and National Pastry Day.
Dr. Diane Kale and the Technology Help Desk students helped Dr. Denise Lutz from the District Technology Department create a forum to capture student perspectives on their experience with Canvas.
They are asking students in grades 6 through 12 to volunteer anonymous input through this QR code.
The survey takes less than 3 minutes, and the QR code can also be found on the digital display at the Student Help Desk on the second floor. The survey closes on December 22nd.
And now to the National Honor Society with details of an upcoming study opportunity to prepare for semester exams.
With the impending stress of first semester exams coming up in less than 2 weeks, this student organization is providing a delicious opportunity for last-second cramming with the help of teachers.
Cookies and Cram is an opportunity for students who need to study for exams to come together and socialize in a group environment and get the help they need while also getting cookies.
There will also be teachers and peer tutors at this event, so they can help you in many different topics. So from Spanish to social studies to math, we'll have people there to help. Cookies and Cram is here at the GBB on December 15th, that's Thursday, after office hours, starting at 3:15 p.m. to 5 p.m.
Cookies and Cram is sponsored by the National Honor Society. We are the peer tutors, and then cookies are being provided also by National Honor Society and then the PTO as well.
See you there!
This has been Elena Fernandez reporting for the WARL.
If you have any questions regarding Cookies and Cram, email Cynthia Ballheim at cballheim@uaschools.org.
The theater class's winter production is titled The One-Act Play Gone Wrong. It hits the stage tonight and tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. in the Black Box Theater.
And now to sports with Lily and Marin.
What's up, Bears? Varsity girls basketball beat Pickerington North on Tuesday 56-49.
Boys basketball lost to Hilliard Bradley last Friday. Both teams play Olentangy Liberty tonight at 7:30 with girls away and boys home. The Pep Bands will be in the stands for tonight's home game.
Last Friday, Wrestling beat Centerville 37-36 and beat Dublin Scioto 49-27. On Saturday, they hosted the Lee Spitzer Golden Bear Invitational and took second place to Vandalia Butler.
Seniors Daniel Jang and Vincent Melregan and freshman Finn McHugh claimed individual championship titles. Last night, the Wrestling Bears beat Grove City 41-28.
Gymnastics competed in a meet last night at Worthington Kilbourne versus Miami Trace, Washington Courthouse, Big Walnut, and Olentangy Orange. They placed first as a team and have their first home meet on Monday at 6:30.
Swimming and diving ended their season last year, winning the state championship. Kirsten takes a look at how the season's going so far.
The diving team is back in action and has been working hard to prepare for their upcoming meets. I talked to a few of the divers to see how they are scored and what type of dives they have been working on.
There's 5 categories. There's front, back, reverse, twister. The 3 main pools that were judged on is hurdle, form, and execution. And the scores were big time.
Their next meet is home tonight at 5:30 and tomorrow at 1:30. This has been Kirsten Sauer reporting for the WARL.
Thanks, Kirsten. Boys and girls swimming won the Ned Reeb Invitational last weekend and have their first 2 dual meets this weekend.
The team competes against Olentangy Liberty on Friday and Olentangy Orange on Saturday. For more information on ticketing, you can go to www.uaschools.org.
And now let's toss it to Live on Location with Natalie and Up Arlington, Cornwell.
Happy Friday, Bears. The entrances to classrooms and offices in the building have been transforming this week. I'm live on the second floor this morning with Miss Cornwell. She created this friendly and festive door decorating contest. What made you interested in planning this activity?
Well, I was going to school, and it's been kind of gray with the weather, rainy and everything when I first thought of the idea, and I was really depressed. And I thought, well, what makes me happy? And then I come into the school, and there's not a whole lot of color. It's just kind of white and sterile looking. So I thought, well, let's add some color by creating a door decoration contest. But then I thought I wasn't sure how many people would be involved and how many would like it, especially this time of year when it's like exam time. And I know it's not easy for teachers to kind of give up some time. So I thought, well, we could use Bear Connection time and we could just let the students take over, which is what is happening. So that's kind of how it all came about.
What can you tell us about this contest?
There are 4 different categories. The first one is the most unique. The second one is the most humorous, which might be an example here. We also have the most unique use of materials, which we have for the College Center on their door. And then we also have the best of the school.
When will the judging for this contest take place?
Well, there will be a group of judges well, we call them little elves. They will go around after school on Thursday, December 15th, to judge all the doors. So we need to make sure they're all closed so that we can see them all. And then on Friday, we were presenting the awards. And it's not just bragging rights for this competition. There's going to be a trophy that will remain in the room to show that they have won one of the categories.
Thank you for this information. If you're still interested in participating, there's still time. Door decorations must be completed by the end of the day next Thursday. And now to Community with Sam and Alexa.
What's up, community? Columbus City Council approved common sense gun legislation this Monday.
The legislation bans magazines with a 30-round capacity or more. It also requires gun locks and bans straw sales.
A straw sale is a term for when someone buys a gun for someone who otherwise would be prohibited from purchasing a firearm.
Holiday shoppers may start noticing self-checkout stations at clothing and department stores.
Places like Kohl's and H&M have tested self-checkout stations at a handful of state locations and plan to add more across the country next year.
The hard security tags to prevent shoplifting have made it difficult for clothing department stores to implement these self-checkout stations.
However, some apparel stores have implemented wireless radio frequency identification to get around this problem.
The number of cashiers is expected to decline by 10% over the next decade because self-checkout stations eliminate the need for cashiers.
The Upper Arlington Civic Association's Christmas in the Park event took place this week. Taryn takes a look.
The Upper Arlington Civic Association held their annual Christmas in the Park event from Sunday, December 4th through Thursday, December 8th at Thompson Park.
We spend about 3 weekends here just moving supplies and decorating. And before the event, we come an hour early and get all the snacks made and everything set up for all of our guests. We serve about 1,000 kids every year, at least last year, and this year we think it'll be about 1,000 kids. It's 20 families an hour, and they get to enjoy some crafts, eat some snacks, they get to ride a horse-drawn carriage, and then they get a very personalized experience with Santa Claus.
The UACA junior directors work as craft attendants and Santa's helpers or dress up as elves, Rudolph, and Frosty during the week.
I've been here every day with the rest of the directors, and we've been meeting Santa Claus. I met him multiple times, and he was very nice, as you can probably imagine. He's definitely an old soul, being multiple thousands of years old, but he's a nice guy to talk to, so I've been enjoying hanging out with him a lot.
My favorite was probably being, I got to be Frosty and Rudolph over at the North Shelter. Simultaneously one of the hardest things and one of the most rewarding things too, just seeing the kids, how happy it made them.
I really like seeing how happy all the little kids get when they get to see Santa.
It's been really cool to kind of see all the kids experience the magic.
This has been Taryn O'Brien reporting for the WARL.
The Civic Association hosts events throughout the year. Their next one is the UA stage in February, where UA residents over 50 years old and current 2022 members of the UA Senior Center are invited to an evening in musical event to watch the high school's Beauty and the Beast production.
The Nutcracker had their opening performance last night at 7:30 at the Ohio Theater. They will continue to perform until December 24th. Tickets can be purchased at bellymet.org, ranging from $38 to $111.20 based on seats.
That's all for Community this week. And now to Charlotte with a live interview on the upcoming bake sale. Hey Bears, Thursday, December 15th, Miss Brown's Beyond Tolerance class is holding a bake sale on the north end of the GBB from 2:30 to 3:15. There will be cookies, brownies, cupcakes, muffins, and more. Prices are from $2 to $3. The proceeds from this event are going towards the Center for Human Rights in Iran and Doctors Without Borders. Iran is experiencing increased violence, arrests, and deaths. Many people involved with the protests throughout Iran are facing the death penalty. Megan Calloway is here with me today to talk about the bake sale that the Beyond Tolerance class is putting on. How will the items from this bake sale benefit the organizations?
So the proceeds from the bake sale are going to go to organizations in Yemen to help the humanitarian crisis that's going on there, and also they're going to go to the women in Iran and help them.
All right, and is there anything else you would like for the people to know about the bake sale?
So, the bake sale is going to be going on the 15th, And I would just like to mention, we visited the elementary schools, Tremont, Greensview, and Whitcliffe to talk to the elementary schools. They had just read a book about what's happening to the women in Iran. And we are also helping them with a penny wars that they're going to be doing there to help raise money, as well as another one of Mrs. Brown's classes is doing penny wars as well. And a video has been sent to all teachers to be shown during next week's Bear Connection that some of the students in Ms. Brown's class has made to inform you on what's happening.
Stop by to help support these organizations during and after office hours next Thursday. Students for Change, in collaboration with the Interact Club from a school in Germany, is hosting a bake sale as well next Wednesday and Thursday after school during office hours along the Golden Bear Boulevard. Cookies, brownies, and cupcakes are on the menu, with proceeds benefiting the environmental organization Friends of the Lower Olentangy Watershed. Now back to Maine.
Today is the last day to submit an application to participate in the Summer Science Field Experience in the Bahamas. See Mr. Orloff in room 2201 with questions.
Gender Sexuality Alliance meets today after school. Art Club meets on Mondays at 3:15 in the Ceramics Room, W1304. Art Therapy Club meets Tuesdays at 3:05 in room W2304.
The Speech and Debate Team meets in room 3404 after school on Monday at 3:15 p.m. Returning and new members are welcome. Ambassadors of Change meets during lunch periods on Mondays and Fridays in room 1103.
The Nor'wester staff is featuring UAHS twins in the yearbook. Staff and students, if you have a twin, stop by room W1307 during 7th period.
Sophomores, the open house to learn about Columbus City Career Center is next Wednesday, December 14th from 5 to 7 p.m. at both Fort Hays High School and Columbus Downtown High School. See Ms. Garrett in room 3308 if you have questions.
Seniors, check Naviance and Canvas for scholarship opportunities posted by the College Center.
The next Ohio Math League test is on Tuesday, December 13th in room 2401 after school. See Mr. Chandler with questions.
WNBA star Brittany Griner was released from a prison in Russia yesterday as a result of a prisoner swap for notorious Russian arms dealer Viktor Bout, who has been in U.S. custody since 2010.
Griner was arrested at an airport in Moscow in February for possessing cannabis oils. American ex-Marine Paul Whelan, who has been in Russian custody since 2018, was not included in the prisoner exchange.
Griner returned to the U.S. early this morning, landing in San Antonio, Texas.
The results from the U.S. Senate runoff in Georgia were announced late Tuesday night, with Democrat Raphael Warnock defeating Republican Herschel Walker with a 51.4% of the votes.
Pastry Day is celebrated around the U.S. today. Marin takes a look at some favorites around UAHS.
Today, December 9th, is National Pastry Day.
Such good
Although the
improv.
history and the founder of the day are unknown, pastries have been created and enjoyed since 2600 BC. I talked to some of the students at UAHS to find out what their favorite pastries are.
Chocolate croissants.
Croissant.
It's a croissant.
Croissant.
Croissant. Croissants.
Cream puff. Pop-Tart.
Blueberry muffin. Pumpkin muffin.
Chocolate muffin.
Blueberry muffin. A muffin. It's a muffin.
Scones.
Scone. Scone.
Chocolate chip cookies and milk.
A cookie. Cake pops. Red velvet cupcakes.
Cupcakes.
Macaroons. Macaroon.
That would be a Bill's Donut Hole from Bill's Donut Shop in Centerville, Ohio.
Donuts. A donut. A donut.
This has been Marin Stom reporting for the WARL.
Tune in next week for our last show of 2022, where we look forward to winter break.
Make it a great weekend, Bears.
You wouldn't know something new. I'm saying, wrong, you come kick it with us. And we can learn about what's new in school and UA in general, and that's just